What's up, YouTube? It's Devin Midrow here, back at you again with video 25, if I'm not mistaken. Still got to get back and check the videos. Plus, I think I had a twofer in one day. So I actually did a day where I did two videos because I thought my first video didn't record. Yeah, the phone just kind of had a moment where it just, like, the screen blacked out and then it just kind of reset, and then I looked for my video and I was like, oh, it's gone. And I was like, well, that's too bad, because I was on fire in that video. At least that's what I thought. And lo and behold, when I looked at it, like, I don't know, after 8 hours or something, and I was like, oh, it's there, after I made my second video, and I was like, well, hey, that's a plus. So here we go again. So yeah, this is video 25. Who knows what day it is at this point? I'm just gonna go with video 25, right? And it's a wetter day today, but the sun's still poking through the clouds, so gotta appreciate that. Always try to find something that I could appreciate on the daily. You know what I mean? Always on the hunt for something that I could just dig into and appreciate. Yeah, and I've been trying to do 3 to 7 minute videos. I don't know how long these videos are once I start them, but I got a system down now where I don't think I'm pushing past 10, and I'm trying not to do that because, how many people are going to watch a 30, 45 minute video from some random person like myself? I mean, maybe they will, who knows, right? And if that's the case, then I'll start making longer videos. But I'll actually like having a shorter time frame because it really, this is kind of a lesson. Here, let's dive into this. So the less time you give yourself, the faster you have to think, right? So, like, what do they say? Give somebody an inch and they'll take a mile. You know what I mean? That's the saying, right? Give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. It's like, well, give yourself a centimeter and you take an inch, right? So even if you give yourself an allotted amount of time, you'll still try to make the most of that time. You know what I mean? If not, go beyond that time. Like, I'm trying to say, I'm trying to do 3 to 7 minute videos, and I don't think I'm even doing 3 to 7 minute videos right now. I'm probably going beyond that, like I said, going to 10 minutes. So, but having this time constraint being, I turn on the video when I'm probably about 10 minutes away from work, right? I have a certain exit that I take, and it kind of triggers me to be like, okay, time to plug in the headphones and get on the video, right? And when you give yourself time constraints, it will amaze you at what you can accomplish in a shorter amount of time that you thought you couldn't. Now, I want to say that again, because a lot of times I watch people's videos and they say something once that's really powerful and then they kind of just move on to the next deal. But this is what I want you to understand. When you give yourself a time constraint, it will amaze you on how much you can accomplish in that shorter period of time that you thought you couldn't. Right? A lot of times people are like, oh, that's hard. I need this much time to do it. And you really believe you need this much time to do it. But if you look at, I'm pretty sure I got this name right, but I believe it was Roger Bannister. He's the person that broke the 4-minute mile. And before he broke that, I mean, they had scientists, they had all kind of people coming out of the woodwork saying it's impossible, your heart will explode, you know what I mean? Your brain's going to fall out of your head or some kind of crazy stuff like that, right? They had all these, audacious claims for something that has never been done, right? So they thought if it hasn't been done, then, it can't be done, right? There's something along those lines. And then when he actually did it, when he went ahead and he broke the record, I think he did it in 3 minutes and some change, right? I don't know how fast he did it, but he definitely got it under 4 minutes. When he did that, numerous people, the very next year, or I don't know how long it was, in a year's time, numerous people broke the record. Like a lot more than just one person broke the record. I think he was even up. I mean, over 10 people went ahead and ran the mile, a mile in under 4 minutes, right? And it's because the belief was there. Somebody saw somebody do it. The news, it was a big deal, right? The news put it out there. And these other people who were running were like, this person, what? They did it and they survived? It's possible. And sure enough, many people went on to run a mile in less than 4 minutes because now that the ice was broken and the belief was there, and there was somebody that they could look at and be like, huh, that person did it, I can do it, right? That's really what it comes down to, you know? It's like if you see somebody doing it, especially if you see somebody and you're like, huh, I can do better than that. Like, yeah, no, this person can, if this person can do it, I could definitely do it, right? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to, you know what I mean? It's just that belief that if you see somebody do it and you know it's real, you see it with your eyes, right? You're like, oh man, it's legit. They did it. Then you can do it yourself, you know? And I guess that's the embedded lesson I want to put out there today is, you know, believe that you can do it. You know, find somebody else that you can see doing it and kind of go, okay, and insert yourself and go, I can do that too. And then the next thing to tie into that would be, if you think you need so much time to do something, try to cut that time down and see if you could still do it in that time frame that you give yourself. An example of this, even beyond the scope of this video, is I write a daily email, right? I'll write an email in the morning. I grew up and I loathed writing for years and years and years. I think all the way till I graduated, I still was like writing. Even reading I wasn't fond of, right? And obviously that changed, you know. Would I say I love writing? I don't know if I love it, but it's grown on me because I'm doing it. And then what I found, because I think I've actually done over 350 emails at this point. And these are a couple hundred word, even up to 1,000 word emails that I'm writing. And what I discovered by doing that many, the same reason I'm doing these 100 videos, you know, on YouTube, you know, that's my goal, is what I found is by writing that many emails, I've gotten my email, you know, time frame to get that done way faster and way short. I mean, I'm able to punch out like 500, 600, 700 word emails in sometimes as fast as 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And I'm just, believe me, personally, I'm blown away. I'm like, I look at the time and go, oh man, that was quick. And I'm like, how did I do that? And I just get into a flow, because when you do something over and over again, it becomes automatic for you. You know, it becomes like you've internalized it to a point where you don't have to think so much about doing it. You just do it, right? You just get the work done. And it's you know, practice makes perfect, right? I would say practice makes excellence, if I had to put it out there. That's probably a better way to put it, because perfection is a flaw because there's always room for improvement. So instead of striving for perfection, strive for excellence. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Matter of fact, there's a timer on top of this video, and it's 8 minutes and some change right now. So I didn't make the 3 to 7 minute window, but at least I'm getting closer to it. So I will catch you guys on the next video. And until then, have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Aloha.